If you thought Jesus was upset in episode 2, then episode 3 brings an even deeper emotional storm. This episode takes one of the most intense sections of scripture and brings it to life with remarkable weight. It deals with the famous woes, where Jesus warns the religious leaders for damaging the hearts, minds, and souls of the very people they were supposed to protect. What makes this moment powerful is not only his anger but the deep love behind it. He came to guard the people entrusted to him, and this episode reveals that protective heart in a dramatic way. Episode 3 also focuses on another major moment known as the Olivet Discourse. This is the scene where Jesus weeps over Jerusalem, grieving over what the city has become and the destruction that is coming. These are massive biblical themes, and this episode dives straight into them. Before the episode unfolds, we start again with the Last Supper. This season goes backward through the meal, revealing different themes in each segment. Each section ties into the story of the episode that follows. It's a clever way to connect the final week of Jesus with everything leading up to it. One of the central themes seen in both the Last Supper and throughout the episode is confusion among the disciples. They struggle to understand Jesus even after years with him. The theme of the entire season is simple but challenging. Can you still follow when you don't understand? The disciples are living that question in real time. Philip, especially, expresses confusion when he says, "Show us the Father and that will be enough." Even after witnessing miracles and hearing Jesus teach, he still asks for clarity. His words reveal a longing many people still have, a desire to see God clearly. Jesus responds with a gentle challenge, reminding Philip that everything he has been looking for is standing right in front of him. There's also a historical layer here. In first-century Judaism, people did not think about God in a Trinitarian way. The idea of Father, Son, and Spirit working together as one was not yet understood. Some disciples likely knew Jesus was divine, but others may have still been wrestling with the idea. Moments like Thomas calling him "my Lord and my God" show glimpses of revelation, but not all of them grasped it fully. The conversation also explores how the Spirit was active long before Pentecost. From creation itself to the ministry of John the Baptist, the Spirit appears throughout Scripture. Pentecost is not the Spirit's beginning, but the moment when the Spirit begins dwelling within believers instead of simply acting around them. The episode highlights this shift by showing Jesus explain that he must leave so the Helper can come, bringing comfort in a new and deeper way. After these theological reflections, the episode moves into the aftermath of the temple cleansing. The disciples gather and wrestle with everything they witnessed. Some wonder if Jesus hurt anyone. Others admit they have never seen him act with such force. The uncertainty is raw and honest. Thaddeus explains his early experiences with Jesus, while others share concerns and doubts. Judas voices the sharpest frustration. He questions how he can defend Jesus when Jesus is acting so differently from what he expects the Messiah to do. His words reveal the early cracks in his loyalty. He wants a Messiah who unites the people politically and socially, and Jesus seems to be doing the opposite. This moment feels like one of the stepping stones leading Judas toward his final decision. The temple cleansing also carries a deeper irony. Many Jews expected the Messiah to overthrow Rome, not to confront Jewish leaders. They imagined a military leader like David or Judah Maccabee, not someone flipping tables in the center of their own worship system. Jesus challenges the corruption inside the temple, not the empire outside it. This unexpected turn exposes the leaders' hypocrisy and shakes the disciples' assumptions. The conversation then shifts to the honor-shame culture of the ancient world. The religious leaders have lost honor among the people because of Jesus' growing influence. To regain it, they tried to trap him with clever questions. This setting also connects with the imagery of the Passover lamb. Just as the lamb was inspected for blemishes before the sacrifice, Jesus is being inspected by the leaders. They are searching for faults, but instead, they reveal their own. From here, the discussion moves to the woes to the Pharisees. Jesus calls out their obsession with minor details of the law while ignoring the greater matters like justice, mercy, and faithfulness. He does not reject the law itself. Instead, he exposes their misuse of it. His message is not to abandon the commands of God but to return to the heart behind them. Even today, many people still fall into the same trap of focusing on outward rules while missing the deeper spiritual meaning. The script also explores the history of Israel rejecting its prophets. The Hebrew scriptures show countless moments where leaders resisted or punished those sent by God. Jesus connects the current religious leaders to this long pattern. They honor the prophets of the past but behave like the people who killed them. He exposes the hypocrisy and warns them that they are continuing the same cycle. Then comes the moment where Jesus is questioned about taxes. His answer is brilliant. When asked if paying taxes to Caesar is lawful, he tells them to look at the coin. It carries Caesar's image, so give it back to Caesar. But give to God what carries God's image. Humans carry the image of God. The meaning is powerful. Your loyalty belongs to God, not to money, politics, or empire. This answer amazes some, but it also angers others who expected a more revolutionary stance. At this point, the people begin to divide. Some admire Jesus even more. Others begin turning against him. This tension prepares the way for the next major event, the Olivet Discourse. On the Mount of Olives, Jesus speaks about the future. His words echo scripture but also point ahead to the destruction of Jerusalem, which historically happened in 70 AD. Many scholars believe his message has two layers. One speaks about events near the disciples' lifetime. The other speaks about a future age and the ultimate fulfillment of God's plan. Both meanings can be true at the same time. Jesus grieves over what is coming. His sadness shows how deeply he loves the city and the people. The episode illustrates this emotion with a vision of David. This moment symbolizes comfort, connection to the past, and the long story of God working through history. David also represents shepherding, kingship, worship, and the lineage from which Jesus comes. The reflection brings together past, present, and future in one tender moment. The episode closes with Jesus standing among sheep, a picture of his identity as the Good Shepherd. He carries the weight of everything that is coming, yet he still stands calmly with the ones he protects. The scene is quiet but full of meaning. Episode 3 combines intense emotion, deep theology, and powerful storytelling. It shows Jesus confronting corruption, comforting his disciples, challenging expectations, and grieving over the future. It captures his humanity and his divinity in ways that spark questions and reflection. The episode ends with open discussions about the Last Supper, seat left empty, and the mystery still unfolding. There is more to explore in the episodes ahead, and this chapter sets the stage for even greater moments yet to come.